So this weekend I'm heading to George Washington National Park with the boys from New York. I've been out with them plenty of times. The Central New York Overlanding Facebook group is one of my favorite groups that I've started out with. They all just became really close friends with me, and it was one of the first Facebook groups that I actually ever went out with as a group to an event or to do an event with them. And those guys are my best friends. You've seen them in a ton of my videos. And I talk about them way too much in these videos for as little as they have been in them. But they are a special group to me. And the trip that we're taking this coming weekend is going to George Washington National Park. This trip was supposed to be going to do the Can-Am Loop. I still don't know if I'm saying that right. Can-Am, I've heard other people call it, but anyway, nonetheless, I digress. The Can-Am Loop was what we were planning on doing, but it seems like that this year, 2026, it's actually closed currently. I believe they've had some rock slides or something like that has really deteriorated everything on that loop. So we're not doing that. We are going to George Washington National Forest. Dylan is the guy setting this up. This was all his idea. He was really wanting to do that Can-Am Loop, but regardless, we're going and we're going to be doing the trails around that. He says there's a ton of trails around there, that he's found a bunch of good sites. There could be a level 6 and 7, 8. I kind of get lost in what the numbers mean with all of that stuff, but he's excited, so I'm excited. As the last trip I did was extreme off-roading for me anyway. A lot of those trails the guys didn't even think I'd be able to do, and I managed. So the off-roading extremeness, I'm okay with it actually being dumbed down on this next trail or this next trip, because more or less this trip might be one of the very last trips that I get to see these guys on. And I'm actually more stoked about seeing them because I'm cherishing it more and more, and I get to see them, and every time I see them, I know more and more about them, so I get to catch up more. And I feel like I have limited time with these guys to be able to catch up and hear about how their lives are going. You know, Tyler's wife is pregnant. Trey should be retiring anytime now. I want to find out about that. And Brian, right before I left last time, I found out he was almost as big of a beer guy as me and Dave are, if not more. So I'm excited to see these guys. And, you know, Dave didn't go on my last trip, so I'm excited to see Dave again. You know, he's just somebody I got along with and clicked so well with like day one. So much things to look forward to, but this trip for me isn't so much about trails as it is about seeing some old friends. And I can go off-roading, and I absolutely love off-roading, but I can definitely go just camping with my boys and have just as good, if not a better time. It's just all about the people. Sometimes it's about the trails, sometimes it's about the camping, sometimes it's about the people, and sometimes it's about all of it. But either way, I'm excited about this trip, and I will start packing, getting everything ready for it coming soon, or at least the next day or two. But anyway, that's all for today. I just wanted to kind of explain to you guys what I'm excited about coming up in this next trip. So stay tuned for that and stay outcast. I'll see you on the next one.